Okay, we got about 15 minutes left here. You want to introduce the next thing we're gonna do here, Serag?
Sure. Yeah. So, as always, we do a top 10 list here at the Nerdy Show. And this week we're doing top 10. The Nerdy Show finds ways to relaunch the movie theater.
Woo!
That's
We're going to relaunch
that's not
movie
at all
theaters,
what
guys.
it says on the card, but
and we're gonna, I know,
good
I
work.
couldn't see because of my freaking phone. Oh, my goddamn phone.
Chief technician.
Chief technician, and I'm illiterate. So we're going to...
All right, let's
we're gonna relaunch movie theaters. Here's a top 10 list of it. Let's go. Do we do it? Let's do it.
Yeah. Starting
Our
with
graphics all
number.
designed by Reese Turner.
That's
ladies
right.
and gentlemen.
Anything
Reese
that
Turner,
looks good on this show is Reese's doing.
Reese Turner, yeah. Makeup. Reese Turner.
For everybody from Toronto, it's impressive.
Yeah. So so let's do it. Number 10. Number 10 will be infused popcorn and other edibles at movie theaters. I think it's about time that we get high while I watch Avatar.
I'm on your side, Serag, baby, and I will personally donate to the cause.
Yeah. I truly think this is the future.
Me too.
Yeah. Right?
Well, I mean, it's also the past. Like, I definitely brought my vape into the theater when I saw Looper, and it was a very good movie because of it.
And only because
I think it's an inevitable fact that'll probably happen eventually. I think.
I mean,
if they're serving booze already at movie theaters, why not give me a chocolate cookie?
I guess the sharing and everything else is like something that you just have to be okay with.
Aware of, so number nine will be release Tenet 2 before releasing Tenet 1. I don't know. This is Christopher Nolan's next epic. A lot of Christopher Nolan heads are excited for his new film. They say it's gonna fix cinema, right? It was supposed to come out in July. It was supposed to come out this week, and it was supposed to reignite the cinemas yet again. But they had to postpone it. Because of COVID. And I think, well, you know what, Christopher Nolan, you think you're so cool, you think you're so tough, you think you could fix cinema? Well, how about fix cinema? You think you could fix movie theaters? Well, how about you fix it with a sequel to a movie that we haven't even seen yet? Yeah.
I mean,
it
would be on brand for sure.
Yeah. If I was going to do it, it would be Christopher Nolan.
Yeah.
It's true.
So I don't know. I think that's a definite way to get asses in seats and get back into movie theaters.
I mean, and if you think about it, really, even though they definitely didn't start this way, but if you think about it, that's exactly what Star Wars did.
Exactly.
They released number 4, and then they're like, "You'll get the other stuff eventually."
Exactly. So that's where I think it should go. We'll move on to number 8. Number 8, Hollywood needs to make more good anime films, live-action anime films. I don't think there's enough of it. I think there's a huge selection of anime fans out there that want to see really good adaptations of all these, manga series and anime series, and it's about time that we get that. And we should hire people who are actually fans of the, source material, and find your Guillermo del Toros and get them to,
and make sure to
awesome
cast
art.
Scarlett Johansson and.
So right, yeah. Try not.
What other series? What other series can you see in the theaters?
I don't know. Don't like anime, but.
But it'll
I haven't even seen this movie, but a lot of people like it, so whatever. I don't know.
All right. Elspeth, Reese, do you have any animes you'd like to see in the theater? I would love to see a live-action Ninja Scroll.
Ooh, know what I'd like to see? Fist of the North Star remaster.
Hell yeah!
Because that was one of the first animes I ever saw, and it fucked me up for a while. Just people getting cut in half. I was like, oh my god! It was crazy. The fight scenes and shit. It was amazing.
Did the Akira movie ever actually come out?
No.
They were working on it for ever, right?
Constantly.
It didn't come out. It's like Dune. It's never going to happen.
Taika Waititi was and apparently I don't know what it is. I don't know if he's still on it or not because he's doing 8 other movies. So
yeah, he's very popular right now.
Yeah, we keep in touch, so we're good friends with him. We're good friends with Taika.
That's right. He's
Yeah, he's great. Anyway, sorry. Number seven. Replace all movie theater employees with Oompa Loompas. I think this is just a fun way to get kids into the movie theaters. And, you know.
Can you imagine being high and walking into a movie theater?
Yeah, exactly.
Loompa doopa dee dicket. Go to the left, please give me your ticket.
Yeah, see, it was so much fun. We're
That'd be
already going to
amazing.
feel exactly. We're already going to feel a little weird standing in line 2 meters away from each other. It's going to feel a little, you know, just it's gonna it already that feeling just already sucks of and like just to have that joy of the Oompa Loompas around singing songs and to your seats. I think that's important. I think we need that. I think we need Oompa Loompas.
Oompa Loompas are immune to COVID, so
yes,
everyone knows. So
they don't have to wear masks.
They dip you in the chocolate river when you're a kid, and everywhere but your heel or ankle.
Exactly.
Yeah. And in this case, it would be an infused chocolate river.
Obviously.
Thank you.
Stay on theme.
Keep it on brand. Yeah. Number 6, it'll be fire the Oompa Loompas and rehire the movie theater employees that you fired in the first place. Now, maybe thinking this is confusing, and why do we do this? Well, Oompa Loompas have a history of murdering children. So what we're gonna do is, after the Oompa Loompas kind of do their thing and murder a few children by apple pies or whatever, we're gonna create a narrative where we have to then fire the Oompa Loompas, rehire who we just fired, right? The regular movie theater employees, and
I think I have a problem with that term, but continue.
No. And I think
that's what J.K. Rowling calls them, you bastard.
Again, me and J.K. are on really good talking terms, and so we and I think
I'm going to cut this into clips, so there's going to be no context for that.
Just a 3-second clip of me going, I'm good friends with JK. And I think the narrative of that will entice the audience, the nation really, to go back to movie theaters to support the original movie theater employees, the OGs, if you will. I think it's creating a bit of a false national false flag or some kind of thing with the whole hiring of Oompa Loompas and then firing of them. But we need to create this narrative in order to bolster it's for the long con.
In my mind, it's like a novelty thing. Like you go into the theater, you get your Avengers like supersized cup, but then next time you go back, you can't get it anymore. So like you gotta get into the theaters while the Loompas are there.
Exactly.
Because it's a limited time offer.
Exactly. Yeah, you want to get there while the Oompas are hot.
Well, they're hot pre-child murder. Okay.
Yeah. So number five is open masturbation. Hold on now.
Keely Herman's gonna love this.
Yeah.
Hear me out on this one.
Fred Willard.
I think I maybe don't need to leave that slide on the screen the whole time, but continue.
You sure? All right, fair enough. That's up to you. I'll make you're the captain in this. I'm only the chief technician. But you're lucky I used that photo. Anyway, so
I mean, there was one of Ray Park on the internet earlier I could have pulled, but
So look, look. It sounds crazy at first.
No, go ahead and justify it.
I'm justifying here. Look, it's a common staple in the XXX cinemas for eons now. All right, and we're just taking that. That concept and bringing it to traditional movie theaters. You call it sometimes an R-rated film gets hot and heavy, and you just got. I'm not condoning we do this at Toy Story. All right, this isn't Trump's America. This is my America. All right, where
we're in Canada.
Masturbate in an R-rated film, Mr. and Mrs. Smith with a bunch of other consenting adults.
Is that the sexiest movie you can pull off the top of your brain? Is Mr. and Mrs. Smith?
I'm concerned for you on so many levels.
It's improv.
It's not the worst choice you could have made, though. Let's be honest.
No, you know,
I don't know.
Okay. I mean, I guess you need Brad Pitt. Like Tomb Raider itself wouldn't have worked. There has to be.
Get Brad Pitt in
I
there.
just remember that movie was so controversial for its sexiness. And
Was it?
sexy? I don't know. I don't remember.
It's because what they did to Jennifer Aniston. That's why I was.
That's what it was. You're right. Oh shit, that's so true.
Broke her heart.
It did. It was the film that broke their hearts.
Yeah.
The last,
Anyway.
the last three things, Serag, I'm not going to lie, the last three things so far make me not want to come to this movie theater.
Yeah. Also, I'm wondering if the open masturbation is gonna like glory holes were recently recommended to us by the CDC.
Yeah, that's true.
Will we be? Yeah. Are those gonna be in the cinemas?
Will there be glory holes? We'll work with the
In the
CDC
back,
to
the
think of the
apparently
most
it's of every
optimal
seat.
situation. We may have to put. Yeah. Look, here's the thing. We all have masks now, which is gonna be cool. No one will see my face. And oh man, this was one that I
just wear your Darth Maul mask.
I gotta
It's
tell you,
great.
one, I didn't
No, we
want to
can
do
keep
open
going on this
masturbation, but you know, I believed in it.
You know, we
That's why I went
tasked
with
you
it.
with finding ways to make the movie theaters financially sustainable again, and
I think I found it.
I mean,
So
yeah,
number four. And this kind of goes with open masturbation. All movies will now include 8% more hot Chris's. So you're going to get your Chris Pratts, your Chris Hemsworths, your Christopher Nolan's, your Maloney, sorry, your Chris Evans, your Chris Pines. You get everybody. You get all the sexy Chris's.
Can I just appreciate there that you included Christopher Maloney in the sexy Chris's?
Yeah,
And obviously, and on top of that, obviously the first four Chris's were a slide you took from the internet.
Yeah.
And then
So very lazy.
That's perfect.
Because I knew there was something wrong. I was like, where's
Where's
Maloney? Yeah, so I had to include him because
no Rock, no Tucker.
Sexy Chris's. Oh, right. I thought you meant The Rock.
The best is how you answered that without the sexy Chris's. I said sexy
Chris's. I forgot. Chris Rock, obviously, absolutely. I'm sorry for forgetting you. And then I forgot the other Rock you mentioned.
Chris Tucker.
Oh, right. Yeah, the other Chris. Chris Tucker.
All right, so just a lot more. I mean, I feel like Marvel is doing a pretty good job of upholding this mandate for you already.
Yeah, they're doing a great job, but you want to have like everybody involved. You want to make every studio a mandate to this rule.
Yeah, we gotta get more Maloney in there, and maybe some Christopherson if we can squeeze him in.
Yeah,
he was in that Blade.
Yeah.
He was in Blade.
He was in the third one. He was part of the team. He was Whistler.
With Jessica Biel.
Ryan Reynolds, who's played so many characters in comic book movies now. It's crazy.
All right, are we ready to see
sure. Yeah. Well, number three. Number three. Every movie theater will now have a taco station.
Yes.
I think, Again, it'll be away from the open masturbation.
I was going to say, because sometimes there's sour cream on tacos.
Right. And I want to be very clear. It's going to be that kind of setup too. You're not going to go to a concession stand. It's going to be my cousin Harpo's going to come in with
this doesn't
table,
look very COVID proof.
I'm sorry.
Trying to spread COVID.
Yeah, exactly. So like I said, my cousin, he's got a table. He's going to bring it. He's going to set it up. My cousin Harpo's going to set up the taco station.
All right.
And it's going to be a little bit like this, just like bowls of, rice and beans and corn and other delicious
bottles.
taco flavors. And, it'll be great. We'll have your chicken, we'll have your beef, we'll have your steak. And everybody loves the taco station. And Harpo really makes good tacos. So I'm really excited for
your cousin is
everyone to
Harpo?
try. Yeah.
It's open backwards.
Yeah.
That's excellent.
Yeah. All right, cool. Number two? Let's go number two. No questions. I think it's pretty simple. Yeah.
You don't want to jump right to number one?
No, we're going to do number two. Number two, we're going to have legalized gambling for children. So
Seems like your ideas are getting progressively more legal and family friendly, so I very much approve and safe for everyone.
Yeah, exactly. So I know this is. I was gonna say, give kids maybe slot machines and video poker machines. We get the kids so hooked right away on sugar, and then they go, into heroin. It's like, let's just get them hooked on slot machines now, so they can start gambling for the future.
What you got to do is you got to start putting Disney characters on them or Toy Story characters.
Yeah.
Oh, you got 5 Buzz Lightyears! Wow, wow, wow!
I mean, obviously, Scrooge McDuck is #1 candidate for. You got 3 Scrooges, and then there's a pool of gold coins.
Hey Google, stop! Sorry.
Did we trigger your Google?
My Google alarm just went off.
Oh, I see.
Okay.
Hey Google, stop!
Google just wants to get in on the legalized gambling.
Sorry.
No, it's all good.
Leaving this in.
So no questions. I think it's totally fine. Or Charlie, you had a question?
I mean, unless anyone else wants to comment on the brilliance of this idea, I think that we're all sold.
I think it's great.
I'm in. Who's got
more kids should gamble? That's what I've always said.
Sorry, Reese and Elspeth, I couldn't hear you.
I just said who's got more money and are dumber than kids. Let's take it.
They're fair. Yeah, exactly.
Elspeth, do you have anything to add to that?
No, I just think more kids should gamble. That's
That's how you get them.
Absolutely.
They got their little hands, slot machines. They can reach in and get all the coins. It's great.
Get those kids out of the churches and into the slot parlors.
Into slot machines.
Exactly. Yeah. I always take my nephews gambling.
Yeah.
That's what the carnival is for.
Exactly.
And number one.
Oh, as if he froze right now. You son of a bitch, Serag.
Oh, Serag, come on, buddy.
You son of a bitch.
Oh, wow.
This is Spence.
No, what's funny is he's probably not even frozen. He's just playing a joke on us.
He's brilliant if he is.
This show is Serag's opus. I've said it multiple times. Look at him.
He's been practicing being very, very still all day.
Look at how beautiful boy. Oh, he's gone. He's back.
I added him back, but he's gone.
At number one.
At number one.
I can put the slide for number one up, but I genuinely have no idea what his idea was. What his it might just be like hardcore porn, but
Serag says this is taking a weird turn.
I guess this would be a good time to speculate what his number one is going to be, or if you have any good ideas, actually good ideas on how to
how to restart a movie theater. This is how you do it. You do quarter capacity, and you do a cone. You know those cones of silence that you see.
Right.
In the films? You develop that technology extremely.
Yes.
And then you give everybody their own little cones, and they sit in the cones. Like
I would love that anyway. I hate when I can hear people eating really loudly, like when somebody's eating popcorn with their mouth open, and I'm like, it drives me insane. So I want those anyway.
Yeah, that would be good, or like booths. You know what I mean? Build booths and then have pod viewing booths. So you make mini theaters inside a bigger viewing theater.
Yeah, and then it'd be easier to masturbate as well. So.
Yeah, and like honestly, I'm trying to help out here. You know what I mean? You give those same Oompa Loompas trays of cocaine strapped to their head like a Freddie Mercury party. And that's another way to jumpstart it. Just think of what you'll do. You'll sell no food, but they'll be there for hours arguing.
I mean, I don't necessarily want to say any of his ideas were bad, but most of them were not cost effective or health related at all.
Yeah, I think I got sick just from hearing his list.
One of the ideas, anyway. I'm not going to tell you which of them. You know.
Definitely the taco stand for everyone.
Yeah.
What? That's a good idea during
that was the most offensive one.
Back.
As if you disconnected right at number one.
the
No,
best.
what the hell? I'm like talking, and you guys, it like did that circly thing on all your screens, and I
You
was
were
like,
frozen.
What the hell?
You were completely frozen.
And then I had to like reboot and restart.
It was hilarious because we
did
were
you guys
like,
guess?
no, we've been making guesses or talking about what your idea might be, but we haven't revealed.
You didn't look at the
yet.
picture and try to guess? 'Cause
No.
it's pretty obvious once you see the picture.
No.
I'm scared and excited.
We wanted you here for this.
Oh, okay. Well, then here we go. You guys ready for number one?
Yeah.
Number one. Every moviegoer gets a complimentary Ottoman hat. Now, why that is so that you've been in the movie theaters, you had some asshole put their foot against your seat. Well, now they can put it on top of your head for total comfort. You're never gonna feel it because it's an Ottoman. And if you're like, hey, what the fuck? What about my feet? Don't worry, the person in front of you, they also have an Ottoman on their head. So it creates what I like to call a human centipede of comfort. And what this does create is now
you didn't want to go for the Ottoman Empire there or something like that.
Well,
like that.
You're absolutely right. Ottoman Empire of comfort.
Yeah. Honestly, I'm so happy that we didn't try to guess what this was.
Yeah. Oh my God. You're a damn genius.
As if we could have guessed what this picture meant.
I got a question, Serag. How heavy are these Ottoman helmets?
Yeah.
They look heavy, but we're working with the best engineers possible to create something very light and effective, so that you don't feel their head, and you feel no pressure on your neck whatsoever.
Well,
and be total comfort.
But when you go to the theater and the guy's like always like he keeps hitting the back of your seat with like his knees and stuff, like whenever and you're like getting jostled around. How's that gonna work if it's on your head? Like
he's not gonna.
And what if you have really smelly feet as well? That would be a bummer.
And also, what if you don't have a neck?
Yeah, or it's winter.
Okay, well, if you don't have a neck, you probably should be staying home.
That's ableist.
Wow. Wow, Serag.
Listen, I didn't expect that from you, okay?
I mean, he has shouted about his support for J.K. Rowling earlier.
Look, I've said before, there are two kinds of people in this world, neck people and no neck people. And I don't acknowledge them as people. All right, I've said this before.
Except you categorize them as people, no neck people specifically.
Yeah, well, I do that so you'll keep me on the show. But...
So please address all hate mail to Serag.
Yeah.
Ever since he put this bandana on, he's a real bad boy.
I'm just pissed off. All right, so...
Well,
I think it's a great idea, and I think we solved cinema. I mean, cinema. I keep saying cinema. We solved movie theaters.
That is the Nerdy Show's top 10 ways to relaunch the movie theaters, as curated by Serag and no one else. Please send all hate mail.
With the full backing support of TNS, Nerdy Show,
as
Troy
always.
Stark, and Reese.
I created this mess.
I appreciate his confidence now.
Thank you.
I don't like the content of his list, but goddamn, I love it, man. You got my full support. Good for you, Serag. Let's do it. Let's fucking do it. You have my support. Except for the jerk off thing. That's weird.
This is a weird one. I honestly, even for me, that was weird.
that one off.
I'm not too proud of it, but I don't know. I'm a little.
You are a little bit.
Yeah, I'm surprised I got away with it.
Elspeth, is there any ideas that you'd like to veto or add to this pile of hot garbage?
Also, I'm very sorry.
Honestly, I forget everything before and after the masturbation one. I'm fixated on that, and I love a good taco bar, but that doesn't seem wise in these times.
You got to try my Harpo's tacos because Harpo's really good. Really good.
I do want to try that in a much more safer environment than you.
Yeah, in like 5 years, I want tacos in movie theaters.
Okay.
Yeah, Taco Bell.
Well,